Hello everyone. Let me start with a question. How do you feel when you wake up each morning? Do you feel a sense of excitement for the day ahead, or is it just another routine that blends into all the others? For most people, mornings are a struggle, a rush, or simply something to get through. But what if I told you that your mornings could be the foundation for an extraordinary life? You see, how we begin our day sets the tone for everything that follows. Think about it. On those rare mornings when you wake up feeling energized, don't you notice a difference in how the rest of your day unfolds? You're more productive, more focused, and even the little challenges don't seem to faze you as much. Now imagine if you could feel that way every single day. Imagine if your mornings were the key to unlocking your potential and achieving everything you've ever dreamed of. There's a simple truth we often overlook. Our mornings are a reflection of our lives. If we wake up feeling tired, unmotivated, and uninspired, it's likely that our days, and ultimately our lives, will follow the same pattern. But if we take control of our mornings, if we approach them with purpose and intention, we can transform not just the way we wake up, but the way we live. So why don't more people do this? Why do so many of us settle for mornings that barely get us out of bed, let alone propel us toward greatness? The answer lies in the habits we formed. Most of us have been conditioned to think that mornings are for hitting the snooze button, rushing through breakfast, and scrambling out the door. We've been taught that waking up early is a chore, not an opportunity. But what if we could change that? What if we could redefine mornings as a time for personal growth, clarity, and focus? The truth is, every single one of us has the ability to create mornings that inspire us. But first, we need to recognize the importance of this time. Think about this. How much of your day is truly yours? Between work, responsibilities, and distractions, how often do you have uninterrupted time to focus on yourself and your goals? Mornings are your chance to claim that time, to dedicate it to becoming the best version of yourself. This isn't just about waking up early. It's about waking up with a purpose. It's about using those first moments of the day to center yourself, to align your actions with your dreams, and to set the tone for a day that reflects the life you want to create. It's a chance to ask yourself, who do I want to be today? What do I want to accomplish? How can I make today meaningful? But let's be honest, change isn't easy. Breaking old habits and creating new ones takes effort. Yet, when we realize what's at stake, when we understand that the quality of our mornings directly impacts the quality of our lives, the effort becomes worthwhile. It's not about being perfect, it's about being intentional. It's about making the choice, every day, to wake up with a sense of purpose and a commitment to yourself. So, I ask you to think about your mornings. Are they serving you? Are they helping you move closer to your goals and dreams, or are they just something you endure? The beautiful thing about mornings is that they offer us a fresh start every single day. No matter what happened yesterday, no matter how many times we've fallen short, each morning is a new opportunity to begin again. As you leave here today, I challenge you to rethink how you approach your mornings. Start small. Set aside a few minutes tomorrow to focus on something that inspires or uplifts you. Maybe it's reading, meditating, journaling, or simply sitting in silence and planning your day. Whatever it is, make it meaningful. Remember, the way you start your morning shapes the way you live your life. So, let's make a promise to ourselves. Let's stop letting mornings slip away in a blur of routines and obligations. Let's take control of this precious time and use it to create lives that are not only successful, but also fulfilling and meaningful. Because when we transform our mornings, we transform our days. And when we transform our days, we transform our lives. Now that we've explored the power of our mornings and how they can shape our lives, let's dive deeper. Let's talk about why so many of us fail to achieve the extraordinary lives we dream of and how we can shift our mindset to break free from that cycle. Have you ever looked at someone who seems to have it all together and thought, how do they do it? They're successful, happy, and living their purpose. It's easy to believe they were just born lucky or gifted, but the truth is far simpler and more empowering. Their success isn't about talent or luck. It's about their mindset and habits. It's about the choices they make every single day. Starting with the choice we don't often talk about. Most people settle for far less than they're capable of. They live in what we might call a comfort zone, where things feel safe and familiar. But that comfort zone comes at a cost. It keeps us stuck, prevents us from taking risks, and robs us of the extraordinary lives we're meant to live. If we're not careful, we can wake up years from now, wondering where the time went and why we never pursued the dreams we once had. Why does this happen? It's not because we lack ambition or the ability to succeed. It's because of fear, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs. We convince ourselves that we're not ready, that the timing isn't right, or that we're not good enough. And over time, those excuses become our reality. We fall into the trap of mediocrity, not because we choose it consciously, but because we don't choose anything different. But here's the incredible part. We don't have to stay there. We have the power to break free from that 95% reality, the reality where most people settle for less. It all starts with a decision to stop accepting mediocrity and start pursuing greatness, a decision to step out of our comfort zone and into the life we truly want. Think about this. What would your life look like if you stopped holding back? If you didn't let fear or doubt dictate your choices? If you truly believed you were capable of achieving anything you set your mind to? The path to extraordinary success begins with that belief. It's about recognizing that you are worthy of greatness and then taking consistent action to make it a reality. This brings us to an essential practice, taking a reality check. Are you living up to your full potential? Or are you holding yourself back, staying safe, and settling for good enough? This isn't an easy question to ask, but it's a necessary one, because the only way to change your life is to first acknowledge where you are and where you want to go. The key to breaking free from mediocrity lies in our habits. Success doesn't happen overnight, and it's rarely the result of a single monumental effort. Instead, it's the result of small, consistent actions taken every day. The habits we build shape our lives. They determine whether we stay stuck in mediocrity or rise to greatness. So what habits are you building? Are they helping you grow, learn, and move closer to your goals? Or are they keeping you in the same place, day after day? If we want to change our lives, we need to change our habits. And the best place to start is with our mornings. Those early hours are a blank slate, a chance to set the tone for the day ahead. But this isn't just about productivity or achievement. It's about something deeper. It's about living a life of purpose and fulfillment. It's about aligning our actions with our values and becoming the person we've always wanted to be. The habits we build in the morning aren't just about getting things done. They're about becoming. They're about growing into the best version of ourselves. So as you think about your life and where you want to go, I challenge you to take that reality check. Are you living up to your full potential? And if not, what changes can you make to start moving in the right direction? Remember, every great journey begins with a single step, and the most important step you can take is the one you take today. Let's make a commitment to ourselves. Let's refuse to settle for mediocrity. Let's choose to rise above, to take control of our mornings, and to create habits that lead us to the extraordinary lives we're capable of living. Because the truth is, you are capable of greatness, and it all starts with the choices you make, one morning at a time. Let's take a moment to imagine something together. What if, starting tomorrow, you could wake up each morning with clarity, purpose, and excitement? What if those first moments of your day became the foundation for achieving everything you've ever wanted? Your goals, your dreams, your vision for a fulfilling life. It sounds empowering, doesn't it? But how do we get there? How do we turn this vision into a reality? Let's be honest, most of us struggle with mornings. That familiar snooze button feels like a tempting escape from the responsibilities ahead. The bed feels warm, and the thought of getting up can feel overwhelming. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself why? Why do we resist waking up when those early hours hold the potential to change everything? It's because For so many of us, waking up feels like an obligation rather than an opportunity. But that can change with just a simple shift in perspective. There's a strategy to make waking up not only easier, but something you look forward to. It starts with breaking the cycle of hitting the snooze button. You see, every time we hit snooze, we're sending a message to ourselves that we'd rather avoid our day than embrace it. It's a habit that keeps us stuck, not just physically in bed, but mentally in a state of resistance. The first step to reclaiming your mornings is deciding that you deserve better. You deserve to wake up with intention and purpose. One powerful way to do this is by preparing yourself the night before. Before you go to bed, take a moment to set an intention for the next morning. Visualize yourself waking up easily, feeling refreshed and ready to begin. Leave a glass of water on your bedside table to hydrate first thing, and place your alarm clock across the room to ensure you physically get out of bed. These small but intentional actions set you up for success before your day even begins. Once you've mastered the art of waking up, what you do next matters even more. Those first moments of your day are like wet cement. They set the foundation for everything that follows. So how you make the most of them? It comes down to what you focus on. Instead of diving straight into your phone, emails, or the rush of the day, dedicate this time to yourself. Use it as an opportunity to grow, to center yourself, and to set the tone for the day ahead. This is where the magic happens. When you fill your mornings with intentional practices, you're not just waking up, you're leveling up. Imagine starting your day with silence, allowing yourself a few minutes of peace to reflect, meditate, or simply breathe deeply. Imagine focusing on affirmations that remind you of your worth, your goals, and your ability to achieve them. Imagine visualizing the life you want, picturing yourself achieving your dreams and overcoming obstacles. These practices might sound simple, but their impact is profound. They shift your mindset from one of reaction to one of creation. Instead of letting the day control you, you take control of the day. Instead of being overwhelmed by external demands, you ground yourself in your inner strength. And as you continue these practices, day after day, you start to notice a change, not just in your mornings, but in your entire life. But that's not all. Your mornings are also a time to challenge yourself. Whether it's through exercise, reading, or learning something new, these activities push you out of your comfort zone and help you grow. They remind you that every day is an opportunity to improve, to get stronger, and to move closer to your goals. And here's the best part. These practices are flexible. You don't need hours to transform your mornings. Just a few intentional minutes can make all the difference. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about showing up for yourself, even in small ways, and trusting that those small actions will compound over time. So as we think about what's possible, let's remember this. The way you start your morning is the way you start your life. It's a chance to set the tone, to focus on what matters most, and to take deliberate steps toward the life you want. No matter where you are or what challenges you face, every morning is a new beginning, a fresh opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become the best version of yourself. As you leave here today, I encourage you to try this for yourself. Take one morning, just one, and dedicate it to these practices. Wake up with purpose, focus on your growth, and see how it feels. Because once you experience the power of an intentional morning, you'll never want to go back. It's not just about waking up early, it's about waking up to your full potential. And that, my friends, is where transformation begins. By now, we've explored how reclaiming our mornings can transform not only our days, but our entire lives. But as inspiring as this idea might be, one question still remains. How do we turn this concept into a consistent habit? How do we ensure that this isn't just a fleeting experiment, but a lasting way of life? That's exactly what we're going to explore today. Let's start with a truth that we often underestimate. Change, no matter how big or small, requires consistency. It's easy to feel motivated for a day or two, but sustaining a new habit, especially one that challenges us to step out of our comfort zone, requires commitment. The good news is that there's a simple framework that can help. It's not about being perfect every single day. It's about creating a structure that supports your success and makes it easier to stick with your new habits. One of the most powerful ways to build consistency is by taking on a 30-day challenge. Why 30 days? Because it's long enough to break old patterns and replace them with new, empowering ones. It's a manageable time frame that allows you to focus on small, daily wins without feeling overwhelmed. Each day becomes an opportunity to build momentum, and by the end of the challenge, your new habits start to feel natural, a part of who you are. But let's be honest, starting something new isn't always easy. The first few days might feel exciting, but as the novelty wears off, the resistance sets in. That's when the real work begins. To stay on track, it's important to remind yourself of why you started in the first place. What are you hoping to achieve? What would it mean to you to create a life filled with purpose, clarity, and fulfillment? Keeping your why front and center will give you the motivation to push through those tough moments. Another key to making this work is accountability. Change is easier when we're not doing it alone. Whether it's a friend, a mentor, or a community of like-minded individuals, having people to share your journey with can make all the difference. They can celebrate your wins, encourage you when you're struggling, and hold you accountable to the promises you've made to yourself. Now let's talk about the results. What happens when you commit to this 30-day journey of transformation? The answer is simple. You grow. Not just in one area of your life, but in every area. You start to notice shifts in your mindset, your energy, and your confidence. You realize that the habits you've been building in the morning are rippling out into the rest of your day. Suddenly, your goals don't seem so out of reach. You feel more capable, more focused, and more aligned with the person you want to become. But it doesn't stop there. Once you've completed your 30-day challenge, the real magic begins. You now have a foundation to build upon. A set of habits that support your growth and help you move closer to your dreams. From here, you can start to customize your mornings to align with your unique goals and aspirations. Whether you want to improve your health, deepen your relationships, or achieve a specific career milestone, your mornings become a powerful tool to make it happen. Think of it like this. Your mornings are a canvas, and you're the artist. Each day, you have the opportunity to create something meaningful, something that reflects the life you want to live. By dedicating your mornings to the practices and habits that matter most to you, you're not just setting the tone for your day, you're designing your future. And here's the best part. This isn't about being perfect. It's not about following a rigid routine or comparing yourself to others. It's about showing up for yourself, day after day, and doing the best you can. Some mornings will feel effortless, while others might be a struggle. That's okay. What matters is your commitment to keep going, to keep growing, and to keep believing in your ability to create the life you want. So as we bring this journey full circle, I want to leave you with one final thought. The life you want is within your reach. It's not a distant dream or an impossible goal. It's something you can create one morning at a time, one habit at a time, one day at a time. You have the power to take control of your mornings, your mindset, and your future. And when you do, the possibilities are limitless. As you leave here today, I challenge you to take that first step. Start your 30-day journey. Commit to your growth, your dreams, and the life you know you're capable of living. Remember, every great transformation begins with a single decision. So, make that decision today. Choose to rise, choose to grow, and most importantly, choose to believe in yourself. Because when you do, there's nothing you can't achieve. As we continue on this journey of transformation, we've talked about the power of mornings, the importance of creating new habits, and the mindset required to break free from mediocrity. But now, I want to focus on something equally crucial. What happens when we face challenges along the way? Because let's face it, life isn't always smooth sailing, and no journey of growth those inevitable roadblocks. When our new habits feel hard to maintain, or when the excitement we once had begins to fade, it's easy to get discouraged, to wonder if it's worth the effort. and to question whether we're on the right path. But here's the truth we need to embrace. Growth isn't linear. Success isn't a straight line from point A to point B. It's filled with ups and downs, setbacks, and triumphs. And it's in these moments of challenge that our true strength is revealed. When you're faced with difficulties, it's important to remember why you started in the first place. Why did you commit to changing your mornings? Why did you decide to build new habits? Those reasons are still there, even if they feel distant. Reconnecting with your why is a powerful motivator. It helps you push through the tough days and remind you that the discomfort of change is only temporary. What lies on the other side is worth every bit of effort. Another key to overcoming challenges is flexibility. When we start a new routine or habit, we often expect perfection. But life has a way of throwing curveballs at us, and it's unrealistic to expect everything to go according to plan all the time. Maybe you don't wake up at the exact time you planned, or perhaps you miss a day of your morning routine. That's okay. The key is to remain flexible, to allow yourself room to make mistakes, and to adapt when things don't go as expected. The important thing is not to give up altogether. It's about getting back on track, even when things aren't perfect. Now let's talk about something else that holds many of us back: self-doubt. When we start something new, especially something that challenges our comfort zone, we often hear that voice in our head saying, "This isn't for you. You're not capable. You'll never stick with it." This voice is powerful, but it's not the truth. Self-doubt is just a feeling, not a fact. And the best way to overcome it is through action. Every time you take a step, no matter how small, you prove to yourself that you are capable. You silence that voice of doubt by showing up day after day. And don't underestimate the power of self-compassion during this journey. It's easy to be hard on ourselves when we slip up or struggle. But remember, growth isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. Every step forward counts, even the small ones. Be kind to yourself when you face setbacks, and remind yourself that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger. Another powerful tool to help you keep going is the support of others. Change is much easier when we have people around us who encourage us, who remind us of our potential, and who hold us accountable. If you are struggling, reach out to a friend, a mentor, or a community. Surround yourself with people who uplift you and who share your commitment to growth. Their support will make a world of difference when the going gets tough. And here's a thought I want to leave you with. The road to success is not about avoiding difficulties. It's about learning how to navigate them. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to grow, to build resilience, and to prove to yourself that you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. The challenges you encounter along the way aren't signs that you should stop. They're signals that you're on the right path, that you're doing the work that matters. So if you're facing challenges right now, whether it's difficulty in waking up early, staying consistent, or battling self-doubt, know that this is part of the process. It's all part of your transformation. And as long as you keep going, as long as you continue to push through the hard days, you will come out on the other side stronger, more resilient, and closer to the life you've always dreamed of. As we wrap up today, I want you to remember this. Your journey is yours alone. No one else can walk it for you, and no one else can define your success. But you have everything you need within you to overcome any obstacle, to push past any doubt, and to create the life you want. It's not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. So, keep moving forward. Keep taking small steps. And always remember, you are capable of more than you think. The challenges you face today are simply stepping stones to the success you will achieve tomorrow. Keep going and never give up.